Mary Kay at it again. She out here talking about Deshaun Watson got the lead and all this stuff, and we ain't even did nothing. So is Mary Kay crazy? Yeah, she crazy. She crazy. But I beg to differ, or I beg to say she might even be more diabolical than anything. So, but before we get into that, my name is Will, and this is BTSN. Let me roll this clip of what she actually, well, I think this is her cleaning it up a little bit or explaining it more. So let's roll the clip.
Hi, this is Mary Kay Cabot from Cleveland.com with some thoughts on my breaking news from earlier today about Deshaun Watson emerging from voluntary minicamp last week ahead of Shedeur Sanders in this quarterback competition and having the inside track to be named QB1. I really do think that Todd Monken should just go ahead and declare Deshaun Watson the starting quarterback for OTAs and minicamp as soon as possible. They only have 10 practices of OTAs and then 3 minicamp practices until they disperse for the break for the summer and then come back for training camp. They really need to get this offense working together as soon as possible to get ready for the season. They have a very, very young offense and a brand new scheme to learn. They've got 5 new starters on the offensive line and 2 new rookie receivers. I think it would be really, really hard for a very young quarterback to come in here and try to manage all of that while also learning new terminology and a new scheme himself. Deshaun has looked better in these practices so far. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He looks really, really healthy. The ball is coming out great. The footwork looks good. And it just seems like he looks the part of a starting quarterback right now, while the other guys are still coming up the learning curve. What's more, the Browns have a defense that's ready to win. These guys need an offense that can sort of match the caliber of their play. So the way that it stands right now, I really think Todd Monken should go ahead and declare Deshaun the starter, at least for the rest of OTAs and minicamp, to let these guys get as many reps together as soon as possible and get ready to win some games this season.
So I guess that's a better explanation of it. But the thing is, how would you know all this stuff if we haven't done nothing yet? I mean, I'm going to play the clip later of Shiloh. Shiloh was saying, like, look, man, all the receivers ain't even there yet. You can't say he should have or he is in the league now, and we ain't even nowhere near preseason. What, preseason in August? It's May 1st. I mean, what are y'all doing? Or what are you doing, Mary Kay? Now, the reason why I say I think she's more diabolical is because she knows this is rage bait for all of us. The thing about it, when you hear her and you hear somebody like Jason Lloyd talking, you got to understand that these people ain't really fans. They're not fans of the team like we is. We actually fans. They just work for the team or work around the team. You know what I'm saying? I guess Mary Kay do work for the Browns, but Jason Lloyd don't work for the Browns. Plus, I've heard him say out of his mouth like he's not a fan of the Browns. Maybe Mary Kay is actually a fan, but sometimes you can't tell by the stuff she say. So like I say, you got to take what they say sometimes with a grain of salt because it could be outlandish. Like we would never say this early that Deshaun should have the lead. How? It makes absolutely no sense. Matter of fact, I'm going to play the Shiloh because we all know what Shiloh said to her. He told her to go make a sandwich. He made a video, though. He was kind of breaking down. I don't know if he was breaking down why he said that, but he kind of talked to her, made a video directed right at her. So I'm going to roll it.
This is what I've been waiting to say all day, bro. And this is to Mary Kay. If you're going to be a reporter and report facts. Whenever you have your opinion, and your opinion is always something hateful to Shedeur, then it makes it seem like it's something weird, like it's an agenda that you have going on. And there's plenty of women in this field that take this serious and take reporting football serious and actually do homework and study the game and get the statistics right and get the news right. But with you, it's so much emotion that I don't want you to make women look bad when it comes to reporting, because you don't have the will to actually want to report real things that are going on. So it don't even make sense. You want to go talk about this and that in minicamp, they don't even have all the receivers. How you gonna say, oh, this is what I think is gonna happen? We don't care what you think is gonna happen. Let Shedeur go practice. He don't need to be going on Instagram and Twitter and stuff and always seeing you just badmouth him. That's what I got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? If it's reporting, it's reporting. You have facts, you have news, but when it comes to your opinion, you've been saying crazy things for the past, since he's been there. So it's like, just chill with that, because it don't make no sense, and it makes you look crazy, like you don't know what you're talking about. And for all the women that actually take the time to go do their research and actually be real reporters and real journalists, then that's gonna make them look bad, bro. Because you already know, as a woman in this field of reporting football and sports, like, it's hard. So don't make it hard on everybody just because you don't feel like it. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, that's Shedeur's brother. Should he have said that to make a sandwich joint? No, he shouldn't have said that. That was crazy. Only because that could come across as a sexist comment, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But I understand on the same token, because it's like, dog, this is my brother. You've been hating on my brother since we got here. Or it has been perceived that you hating on him. That's the way we feel about it. Now, also, I guess you got to give the Sanders family a little bit of pushback, because, like, bro, they gonna do their job. Now, what's their job? That's also tricky, because, like, what is Mary Kay's job? A reporter. He said if you're gonna report facts. But now in this new climate, you can still report facts. But I think that they starting to feel like they have to clickbait people. That's why I said it's kind of diabolical what she's doing. Meaning, like, it's kind of a little bit genius, but it's also crazy. Because, again, saying stuff like this is gonna get people so mad that she basically gonna go viral. And that's good for her, as far as her articles and all that stuff, people clicking on it. So you just gotta know, man, people are gonna say stuff off the wall until Todd Monken come on and say Shedeur's the starter or Deshaun's the starter. We don't know nothing, no way. Simple and plain. We don't know. They don't know. I mean, but again, see, the thing about Mary Kay is she's so close to the house. We don't know if she really getting it from their mouth. But why would they do that? So, like I said, I think it's just rage bait, man. I think it's just pure rage bait. And actually, I kind of like it because it gives us people like me something to talk about that do videos about the Browns. It gives us something else to talk about. It's nonsense. Yeah, it's nonsense, though. You know what I'm saying? Again, it ain't nothing. It's not productive. It ain't constructive. It ain't none of that. It's just pure nonsense. But it gives us some content. I hate to say it. They give us something to talk about. But yeah, she is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And no, I don't think Deshaun got the lead. How? There's no way he got the lead, bro. It's too early. We just got out of April, like I said, man. They just hit the field, did a few little drills, and now he got the lead. Deshaun. But then if you heard Todd mocking, he said, well, Shedeur, we're going to put him out there as QB1 first. That's what he said. He ain't said that just now, but he that's what he said. Like, and he keep alluding to, like I say, this thing it's just stupid, man. But it's fun for people like me, like I said. So, what's y'all thoughts? Do y'all think she crazy? Y'all think she need to shut up and go make a sandwich like Shiloh? I ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going there. Shiloh, you crazy? You crazy for saying that too, by the way. You know you can't be saying that now. You could have told her shut the F up or something instead of saying, go make a sandwich. That was crazy.